Hickok 45 here with some pistols, a table full of polymer and steel and lead and copper. Yes, a little comparison, a little chapter 2, a little more shooting of the Echelon, a little comparison. Didn't want to send it back yet. We appreciate I didn't want to send back the Springfield Echelon yet. I wanted to shoot it some more. I have enjoyed firing it. I put the bigger back strap on it too. Thinking maybe that would help with the trigger reach for me a little bit. So I think it does a little bit. So I want to shoot it some more with that before I fire it off to buds. And then I thought, well, just get out a couple of the only other really that I can think of. Am I missing something in terms of a full duty size 9mm polymer pistol? These I think are the only ones I have full size. And I thought, well, let's just get them out and shoot them. I'm not going to give you a technical detail, comparison, not that kind of thing, but just how they shoot and some things like that, because there's a lot of similarities, right? They all basically hold about 17 rounds in a flush magazine. They all feed 9mm rounds, and they're polymer and steel. They're I say relatively new. Glock 17's been out a while, hasn't it? So it's the old man in the group, but they're still kind of similar. They have a lot of similarities. So let's just see how they shoot together and what maybe some of the more pronounced differences might be, okay? Because I guess some of us old shooters, long time gun collectors and shooters, we might forget that everybody doesn't already own a Glock. Everybody doesn't already own a P320, a SIG M17, whatever you want to call it, just because they've been out for a good while. And so a lot of folks might be looking for a full-size duty gun in 9mm, just like one of these, and they've not settled on anything. Of course, there are a lot of them out there, aren't there? So anyway, I happen to have 3 of them today, this week. After this week, I'll send this back, and I'll have those 2. And, let you hear and watch what I thought of it, and I kind of like it. It's pretty nice pistol. I really like the slide. I guess I could say I like the slide features maybe better than these other 2. Really nice serrations, really nice gripability, and oh man, yeah, nice sights. You got the kind of a 3-dot on those 2, and you got the typical Glock sights that comes with, of course, and they're all polymer. All right, so I don't have a holster, but I appreciate Alabama Holster and all their support. Well, actually, I do have one in my pocket, but they make great little concealment holsters out of Kydex for the belt, inside the waistband, outside, pocket, purse, phone holsters. They sell a lot of different kinds of really cool holsters. Been using them for a long time. Appreciate their support too. All right, and we're just going to shoot not a lot of, so just wanted to shoot the guns, not going to experiment with a lot of ammo today. All right, you know what we're going to do? I got a magazine loaded in each one. Why don't we go ahead and do that? All right, let's see how they shoot, what I think of them, what you think of them when I shoot them. So we'll shoot all 3, and it helps me to have them. It's psychological, I guess, and I have all sorts of psychological problems, but it is kind of a mental thing when they're all just ready to go, pick it up and shoot. And I can't think of a better way to compare different handguns. You can shoot one day, and the next one, another one the next day, and it's just not fresh on your mind, the feel of it and everything, the sights. Even if I shot one of them and took an hour break, had a cold glass of tea and relaxed and came back out, you still don't have it fresh on your mind. And so this helps me. When you have limited mental capabilities, you got to do what you can, right? All right, now I haven't shot haven't shot either one of those in a long time, I guess, and I haven't shot this one for, I don't know, a week, whatever it's been. Okay, any other excuses I can make? So I'm just going to pick them up and just kind of shoot and register the feel and the shootability in my meager mind. Okay, I'm going to get this one while my mind, it's still fresh. Interesting. Okay. I'm not going to empty the mags yet. Glock. Interesting. Okay, Echelon. Let's go to Glock. Go to SIG P320. Okay, interesting. I get a little more felt recoil with the Echelon. See, I couldn't have told you that in a vacuum when I was doing the video the other day. Not that I was standing in a total vacuum. You have to have oxygen in order to talk, right, on camera. But in a vacuum, in a sense, I wasn't shooting any others. I wouldn't have guessed that. But yeah, I can tell this one feels a little jumpier to me, a little more recoil. Now, 9mm and a big duty pistol, that's almost an irrelevant thing to talk about, right? But doing it side by side, that's why I do this. That's why I'm such a scientist, right? Yeah, that's interesting. I could tell that. Very pronounced, because I am shooting the same ammo. I got a little bit of a brain, right? Interesting. And when I picked up the SIG, another difference I noticed right away was I had a different firearm in my hand. Well, kind of joking, but I did, because it's got a higher bore axis. It does. I picked it up, and then the trigger's a little different placement. You know, it's kind of a weird trigger compared with that. Not weird, it feels fine. So, yeah, interesting. Now, some of that felt recoil could be the fact this one's a little thinner. I don't have my, my beloved Talon grips to add a little girth to it and give it a better feel on top of that. And on both of these, I do. If I wrapped, I think I got that one wrapped twice, don't I? The Glock, yeah, 2 layers of. I think I still have 2 layers, yeah, Talon grips on, yeah, on the Glock 17 to fix the poorly designed rear of the Glock frame. Feels pretty good to me since I modified it. And so I think if I wrap this one up, yeah, I think it's still going to jump a little more. So, but not enough to matter. Okay, so that's something I noticed. And I've got more mags here. Let me, while it's fresh on my mind, let me do just a couple more rounds. Make sure I wasn't dreaming that. I wasn't imagining it. Okay. Yeah, here's a SIG mag, right? Here's the Echelon mag. And I always have more Glock mags, don't I? Let's do that again. It's a very useful drill, folks. Now, most of the time, if we're thinking of buying a firearm, we're trying to make a decision. We don't have this option, right? Even if you can go to a rental range and you go somewhere, oh, they've got a SIG P320, good. They don't have the others that you're thinking about maybe, but you can shoot it at least, get a feel for it. But it's not often you can just lay them all out there like I'm doing. Let's get them hot again. And I need to do this more often with my other guns when I'm just shooting them. I might like something less than I think I like it. You think? Maybe. Okay, why don't I, I'll do a more precision shot. I'll hold on the gong. I'll miss the gong with each one of them, okay? Take a couple, 3 with each one. Now, this doesn't have anything to do with accuracy. It's just me remembering where to hold the sights and all that kind of thing. Okay, register that in my mind. Okay, Glock. Let's bring it up a little bit. I need to bring it down a little bit. Okay. I think I like the trigger on the SIG the best. Let's pick it up and shoot something kind of fast right here. SIG. Glock. Yeah. Echelon. Fun gun. Just discovered something else there. Yeah, I discovered I had one round. Interesting where these two, they seem more natural when you pick them up. You're looking right down that sight, the Glock and the Echelon. Pick it up and boy, it's just natural. You're on the sight. I'm on the sights, rear and front. I picked this up, the SIG. Bring it up. The rear side, I got. Oh, where's that front side? I got to bring it up. That has something to do with the grip angle and the higher bore axis. Yeah, I guess. Okay. But now, if this is my carry gun, you know, you get used to it. That's the one in my holster. Pull it out. I know exactly. You know, I just did it again. But you know, the repetition, you get used to whatever you're carrying and the grip angle. But that's not to say maybe I need that grip, those two grip angles rather than this maybe. So yeah, I'm learning stuff here today. Y'all might not be learning anything you care about, but I just want to compare a big old 9mm duty pistol. Many people, I forget, because you know, again, to me a Glock 19 is a big old gun, but that's not the case for a lot of people. A lot of people, a Glock 19 sized pistol is a compact pistol. It's small for them, and they want that full hand on that grip. They don't want that little finger dangling off of that or even coming close to it. And so, you know, these are the firearms you're looking for like a home defense, a duty gun, or whatever. So, yeah, that's my impression. I think if I had to go to battle, I might prefer the Echelon or the Glock. You know, I do like the trigger on that gun. You know, it's personal preference. It really is. Now, in terms of practical issues and details, like I said, I'm not going to go into a lot of that. But they are all roughly in the same price ballpark. I was thinking the SIG was a lot more, but it's really not. This one actually is a commemorative, but the 320 M17 looks like they're selling for around $6.5, and these are what, something like 6, and Glocks around 6. I don't know, depending on what sights you have on them, all that sort of thing, which generation, and of course the Gen 5s, Gen 4 too. I guess you can get a plate and put an optic on it if you want to, right? So you can get optics for all of them. You know, they're all pretty popular. Well, I say this one will, I think, be popular. It's new, relatively new at this point. But you're able to, you know, get whatever optic you want. And now this one is a little different, and it doesn't require a plate. You know, they go right into the frame, and it sits low and everything. Some desirable things about that slide on the Echelon. It's pretty nice pistol, no doubt about that. But you got options for all of them, and they're in a similar price range. They kind of shoot about the same for me. I probably shot Glock so much in my life that when I pull up a pistol, small or large, you know, I just want that sight right there, and I get that with the Echelon, and I don't with this. You know, I really have to think about that a little too much, so I gotta evaluate that, you know, before I go to war with this thing. So anything else you want to know about the three? They all hold about 17 rounds in a flush magazine. There's longer magazines available for, of course, these two, and there will be there are already now, but they'll probably have a 20 or 30 round mag for this at some point. And they all seem utterly reliable, and it's just a matter of a personal preference, I think, and yeah, at least on these three. So I again wanted an excuse to get this one out and shoot it some more, and then thought, why not just do a little comparison? Okay, and chime in if you have these three firearms, you have fired all three of these, you have owned all three of these especially, or maybe some others you have opinions on how they would compare with the Echelon. Share it, you know, let us know. Are you going to trade your Glock 17 for an Echelon? Have you shot it? Have you felt it? Have you studied enough to think I have to have one? you're going to trade your M17. I don't know that I like it enough that I would trade either one of these for it if I, was of a mind to do some trading. I like them all, so I'll keep these two, and who knows, they make this in a compact or something, I might have to bite on it too. Pretty nice pistol. So anyway, a little chapter 2 comparison, and hope you all come out and see us again sometime, because we'll probably be here at the shooting table slinging lead. Because why? It's a lot of fun. Life is good.
Oh yeah, that's better. This is a great gun for defense. Oh hey, didn't see you guys there. While I've got you here, I want to remind you of our friends over at Talon Grips and Ballistol. Talon Grips makes grips, can you believe it, for all different types of firearms. You can get rough texture or more of a rubberized texture. It just sticks right on there. Really affordable, really cool option to improve the grip for your handguns or rifles. So please check them out at talongungrips.com. You'll be glad you did. And also Ballistol. Dad has been using Ballistol for many years. It's a cleaner and a lubricant, and it's non-toxic. It works really great, and we're happy to have them on board since it's been a part of our shooting endeavor for a very long time. So go to ballistol.com, talongungrips.com. And also, while you're out there, I'm juggling all these things here. Also, while you're on the internet, please do check out our other social media like Hickok45 on Facebook. There's also Hickok45 on Twitter. The real Hickok45 on Instagram. There's a John_Hickok45 on Instagram where I do some things. There's Hickok45.com. You can find us also on Gunstreamer. So check out all that stuff and then watch more videos.